So Steve, I have a serious question for you. I've been hearing rumblings over the past number of months, and I feel like people have just been like saying it nonchalantly that like, oh yeah, the desktop's dying.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
What do you think?
I think Intel is maybe a little bit scared or concerned. So I just mentioned this with Leo from Kit Guru, and what the topic to me has been, I've never seen Intel talk about like, this is the best x86 CPU that will ever have been made. And the fact that they're specifically saying that now is kind of like,
And I mean, sales, it's no secret. Desktop sales are, have always been a part of the, DIY desktop, even a smaller part of the market, right? So like, but I still feel like everyone's just like, oh yeah, desktop, it's just a dying thing. We're moving on to new things. And the new thing, I think why I'm hearing this inflection point is x86 versus ARM.
yes.
Obviously ARM right now, there's all that talk about Qualcomm Snapdragon on the laptop and mobile, but man, and then Microsoft, if Microsoft can actually figure out ARM on Windows, and like, imagine a future where Microsoft has figured it out.
They just have this banner right there.
Yeah, imagine a future where it says Microsoft has figured out ARM.
Yeah,
and you can just use Windows and not have a problem on ARM. What would that mean for the desktop?
So I think my concern would be, concern maybe in the sense that, if it's the better thing, sure, good, like, all right, whatever. But if it's not the better thing for desktop, the thing that I would consider to be maybe a challenge would be suddenly you're splitting development support, like software, to some extent hardware, and what's that going to translate to for the smaller market, like enthusiast DIY, right? Because laptop would get the volume, I think.
Of course, and I mean, that is where everyone's at, and I think that's where the focus is going to be with Microsoft, with the OEMs, and so desktop is going to maybe maybe x86 is over there in the corner. Oh, look, x86, that's cute. Look how old that is. They're having some fun over there. Let them do their thing.
I mean, but this has been a topic forever, right? Of PCs dying. Like, this is something it's been around forever. So I guess the question I would have is like, is it different this time? Or is it just here's a different reason it's dying, and then it doesn't?
The Sugo 17 is a case that gives you crazy hardware flexibility in a compact package. Crave airflow? The Sugo 17 can be configured to support up to 11 case fans. Need liquid cooling? No problem. It can be configured with not one, but two 360mm radiator fans. Head to the link in the description to check out all the other configuration options and pick up this premium case today.
I don't know. Well, I mean, Apple's strategy obviously is to scale. I mean, they would like to know that they have a Mac Pro that you can buy for a very exorbitant price. And they, that's a desktop, but it is ARM based, and they just add more whatever ARM
Apple
to
stuff.
it. Yeah. But could we live in a future where that's the case on Windows? That the desktop is literally just an expanded mobile platform.
I mean, like I said, if it's actually better, then I'm willing to give it a shot. I guess I currently have a hard time seeing how like our use cases, at least at GN, would scale to that, because we do a lot of really processing intensive tasks for work, and so I don't know. I mean, I think if it does scale that way, I do think it will start to displace some of desktop, like OEM maybe. The question is, it just keeps coming back to, but does it scale though, right? And I don't know ARM. Like when it comes to ARM, I am as knowledgeable as any random Best Buy. What does Gordon call them? Blue shirts.
Oh yeah. He has a blue shirt.
Yeah, I know. He was last time we were talking about trying to get him arrested in a Best Buy, but in Taiwan. But I think I don't know. If it is better, then okay, we can talk about it. But for now, it just seems like it's not an imminent threat.
So it's okay if x86 dies, quote, Steve from Gamers Nexus.
Sure. Why not? Okay. I could use some excitement in my life. Let's run with that.
There you go. We'll put some money on it. Once again, just another thing to come back in a year's time and be like, hey, no, the x86 thriving.
Yeah.
Or x86, he was right. It's dead.
That's what I said.
Exactly what he said. Quote.
Yep. Word
dead.
for word.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
I know you got to run. I appreciate chatting with you,
Yes.
if that's what you want to call this. And I appreciate everyone watching, if that's what you want to call this. Be sure to subscribe over in Gamers
Nexus.
No Space Nexus.
And PC No Space World.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you, everybody. 再见.
再见.
Bye-bye.